Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Cups and Cakes Vinyl Unveil. I'm your host, Jeff McCallum, and today I am very excited to share with you a pressing of Sloan B Sides Volume 1, 1992 to 1997. This is super limited and unfortunately already sold out. That is something that Sloan fans are rabid fans, and I am not one of the rabid Sloan fans, but I am a big fan. Obviously, being a aficionado of the Canadian music world, Sloan is one of the more important bands that have existed in Canada. They've done a great deal to push the music world in Canada, specifically in their big era, which this kind of encompasses that era, 92 to 97. These B-sides, I believe that would cover Smeared, their debut, Twice Removed, which was obviously their massive breakout hit, and then One Chord To Another, which followed Twice Removed and was equally as large an album. There was only 1,200 of these pressed, and if you weren't on it, basically if you want Sloan limited edition merch, you better be a part of their mailing list, and you better check your email enough that when you do get the email, you purchase it that day. It doesn't take long. Sloan fans are very, very loyal. They buy this stuff up fast, and it then ends up very expensive on eBay or Discogs. There is going to be a little bit of a bonus in this vinyl unveil where I'm also going to open the reissues of their, what I think is widely accepted, their three most iconic albums, Twice Removed, One Chord To Another, and Navy Blues, kind of that perfect Sloan era from, what is that? I think that's 94, 96, 98. Those three albums are, everything Sloan does, there's always gold on their records, but those three albums are widely considered the best work, and that era of Sloan is considered to be like the golden era of Sloan music. So I do have those hidden underneath here, and I'll talk a little bit about those as I open them. But for now, let's get into the vinyl unveil with the one that is actually la pièce de résistance for this episode. We will start with B Sides Win Volume 1. So, let's crack this open here. I know a lot of people freak out when they see a knife near the record, but you can actually open it pretty easily if you're lifting up. That knife never comes close to the jacket, so I'm not afraid to do that with something so limited. Okay, let's check out the cover art here. Look at that old picture. Look at those guys. Awesome. Cool. Okay, the backside. There we go. The spine. Finally. Let's see what we got in here. That's pretty heavy duty cardboard. And this is a pretty heavyweight record, that's for sure. Lyrics. The rest of the lyrics, credits, and that's where you'll find out when all of this, which eras each song were for, or which albums I should say. Cool. Okay, finally. I'm going to try to go through this a little quick because I do have 4 LPs to show you. That is beautiful blue right there. Look at that. Very nice. Start with side A. And we've got a stamped code here to show you. Really hard to see. And that is it. And then side B. And same stamped code. Also really hard to see. Basically the same. If you caught any one of those, they just have an A and a B as the differentiators. And that is B Sides Win for Sloan. So, Sloan, when they started pressing all their stuff, they did these massive boxes, and they were really amazing. But I never purchased them. They were expensive, and I felt like I wouldn't really get, the full love out of them that other Sloan fans might get. So I was waiting until those boxes sold out, which are all now basically double in price on Discogs. They are extremely expensive if you want to get one after the fact and missed out on their initial rollout. But I mean, if you missed out and you are a Sloan mega fan, I think one thing we've learned is you'll probably pay. And that is why they are so valuable, because people are willing to pay. And for me, I just really wanted the records. I love these 3 records a lot, and I really just wanted to have them in my collection. I did not need the box. I probably wasn't going to read all of the material that came with it. So I was just waiting. And now you can get these 3 records on a single LP. Very affordable. Something that you can get into your collection, and then you can enjoy it the way I will be enjoying it. So, Twice Removed, my favorite Sloan record, with One Chord to Another. Actually, sometimes I roll back and forth. Sometimes it's mood dependent. One Chord to Another was definitely the one when it came out that I fell in love with the most. But over time, I feel like I started appreciating Twice Removed a little bit more than One Chord to Another. Everything is this really hard cardboard, making it kind of difficult to get the records in and out. So I'll probably just toss these, not toss them, but put them aside as I roll through the next 2. So there you go, side A. And this is odd. Oh, there it is. Again, much like the B-sides, is very, very lightly stamped. Really hard to see. You can catch that there. And then side B. And from what I'm seeing, we've got the same code, just with a B. So I'm not going to even bother trying to show you that. So we'll put that to the bottom of the pile. No, we'll do this in order. Navy blues. Hold on. All right, One Chord to Another. Again, if you are a super fan, you will be scouring eBay or Discogs, most likely, to find yourself the box. Hopefully you didn't miss out on it, because they're pretty expensive to begin with, and now I think the last time I checked, you're going to need to shell out somewhere around $300 if you want to get one of these boxes. Because, like I said, Sloan fans, they are loyal, they are dedicated, and man, I mean, if you are Sloan, you gotta love your fans, because they are the best fans. They gotta be the best fans, honestly. Anyways, we all know this iconic album cover right there on the backside. All of these I only ever had on CD, so very, very excited to have them in LP form. There you go with the lyrics. And the nice thing about these, if you are like me and only really care about the songs from the released, I'm sure those boxes have all sorts of sort of unreleased tidbits and goodies and all that jazz. But if you're like me and just want the record itself, these are very affordable, and the website says that they are going to be available indefinitely. They will keep pressing them to meet whatever demand they need to meet, so you don't need to freak out. But that being said, Christmas is around the corner. Why don't you head your butt on over to Sloan's website? There's a link in the description. And I think you should think about maybe making a purchase. And if not Sloan, well, heck, there's all sorts of great Canadian music out there that would make wonderful Christmas gifts. All right, Navy Blues, the final in the 3-album trifecta of Sloan perfection is how I like to call it. These 3 records are perfect. I don't think Sloan, personally, I don't believe they made another perfect record since Navy Blues. A lot of great stuff, but not perfect. You see it in a lot of these iconic artists that there's a time period where they can do no harm. They're just in the perfect artistic zone, and that was these 3, in my opinion, for Sloan. And there you go. The lyrics on the one side, credits on the other, along with thank yous. And finally, the record itself, side A. The runout code's a little easier on this one to see. Side B. Oh, you know what? Looks like I missed a little something on that, which I caught on when I flipped it over to side B, but we'll show you the side A version. I wonder if I may have missed that on the other ones. They're so lightly stamped it's hard to see. And there's side B. And there you have it. We'll slap that in there real quick. Protect it from getting scratched. And we will bring the one that had me showing you all of these. This is the reason we tuned in today to look at B Sides Win Vol.1, 1992 to 1997. Very excited to actually give this a listen. I have not listened to any Sloan B-sides before. I do not have the boxes, like I said. So this is going to be kind of fun for me. I'm going to go put this on the turntable right now. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Cups and Cakes Vinyl Unveil. This is the show where we open Canadian LPs and at the same time urge you to spend some money on Canadian music. The Canadian music scene gives us so much joy, and it couldn't hurt to give them a little bit of a thank you for the joy that they give us. Spend some money on some Canadian music, and if you do get the chance, make sure you spend it on a first Friday of the month through Bandcamp, which is the day, of course, when Bandcamp waives all of their service fees and the artists get 100% of the proceeds on their music. Obviously, the next one will be January, so you may have missed out already for the Christmas season, which is okay, but in January, I urge you to mark the first Friday on the calendar and spend some money on Canadian music. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to be on a bit of a break until January hits, so this is going to be our last episode. That's kind of why I chose to give you a special one here. But keep coming back in the new year. We are going to keep giving you new stuff to check out. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.